I know you're wondering, why do I even need an estate plan? I speak to young married couples sometimes, their groups, and they ask that same question. And I tell them, first of all, I can tell looking in their eyes that they're sleep deprived, which tells me one thing, that they have young children. If nothing else, I tell people you need to put an estate plan together so that you can put in writing who it is that you want to be the guardian or raise your minor children if anything should happen to you. Number two, when you start gathering stuff, when you start having some material objects, you want to put in writing what we call a will, who you want to receive those in the event of your death. So an estate plan is not just for the rich. An estate plan is for anyone who wants to make arrangements in case they become incapacitated or in the event of their death, how they want things taken care of and who they want to be in charge. So many people own a home. By virtue of owning that home, we're going to go through the probate process in California. And you say, well, what's the probate process? That's just a fancy name that we give to the court process of a judge supervising the payment of your bills and distribution of your estate. It's not always a bad thing because there's a court supervising to make sure things take place the way you want them to. But for most of us, it's not a process that we need, and that's why we encourage the living trust. The living trust is just a contract between you and a trustee who's going to manage things for you. Generally, that's you serving as trustee while you're alive. Then you name a successor trustee, a person to handle things in the event of your incapacity or death, someone who you trust to carry out your wishes. The trust contract says exactly how you want things to take place, who you want to get what, and on what terms you want them to receive it. The person you've named as trustee can carry that out, and there's no need for the extensive year and a half probate process. If you come in my office and you have a home, regardless of the equity that you have in the home, or $150,000 or more in investments or accounts, we encourage you to consider having the living trust contract. The next thing we look at is, who are you planning to leave things to? If it's your spouse, if it's your children, or anyone else close enough to you that you're concerned and would like them not to have to go through the time and expense of the probate court process, then the trust is right for you. On the other hand, if it's third cousins in Florida that you never see, but they're the closest family you have, so you feel they are the ones that should receive your estate, you may not care so much about whether they avoid probate or not, and so a will may serve your purposes. We have expertise in helping you, when you decide to do estate planning, get the estate planning documents to carry out your wishes in the way you desire. So feel free to contact us and use the services of the Anderson Law Firm when you decide to do your estate planning.